Good morning, everyone. So, I am just on the lakeshore of Lake Zug behind me. It's currently around about 20 past 7 in the morning, give or take. So the sun should be coming up in the next 40 minutes or so. Now, today's plan is I'm continuing the Alpine Panorama Trail, Alpen Panoramaweg. So stage 10 today, going from Zug to Luzern, longest stretch at 30 kilometers, with around about 750 meters of elevation gain. So very similar to what I used to do back in Bath. So now the reason I'm not doing any hiking in the Albula Pass today is the path was shut due to avalanche danger. So yeah, here's a photo of that. Anyways, I'm not going to do too much filming for the first bit of this hike anyway, because you're looking at around about, I think it's 12 kilometers of just flat lakeshore hiking, then some uphill onto a plateau, and then downhill into the lovely city of Luzern. So we shall see how that goes. We'll see how today goes. It's looking to be a very sunny day, a little bit cold, but let's get to it. You know, just hiking along here, along the lakeshore with all the ducks and the sound of traffic and everything, really reminds me of my time hiking along the Oslo Fjord, or the shores of the Oslo Fjord in Norway last year, when I was walking towards the National Maritime Museum and Arctic Exploration Museum. So quite a bit of fun that was. So now, in terms of trips this year, I've already said it in my year in review 2024, but there has been a development. I have booked onto a whitewater pack rafting course, so it's back down on the Forderie, where I've been pack rafting previously. So it's a bit of a developmental course. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be very interesting to better my technique, and that will hopefully allow me to do some more whitewater stuff. And then also I do have a very nice lake tour planned at some point this year as well. So I'll have a look, see. So this station here is called Cham Alpenblick, and similar to the Alpen Panoramaweg, where is the Alpenblick and where is the Alpen Panorama? So, just on the path behind me is the village of Warnos, and that is the end of the 12 kilometers on the lakeshore of Zugersee. So now I'm heading towards the little town of Meierskoppel, and then from Meierskoppel towards Luzern, so it's a lot more open fields, should be a little bit less developed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, slightly fewer people, but we shall see, as it is a Sunday. But the good news is that it's cold, it's grey, so hopefully that means fewer people are going to be out. So yeah. The only thing I would say about the first third of this route is you're going to be following a railway, and now I am following the A3 motorway, so it can get a little bit noisy, but I think once you get through Meierskoppel it should be relatively quiet, so yeah, we'll see. Well, this is not something you see every day. It looks to be a downed telephone downed power line. So I'm guessing that the pylon over there in the distance is the original, because there's another felled power line there, used to run along this valley here. Then I'm guessing they rerouted the power line into the power line on the other side there, but yeah, it's not every day you get to see one of these. Well, here are the cross beams to those power cables, or those pylons. So, I'm currently in Meierskoppel, and in addition to being in Meierskoppel, I've also crossed my 6th cantonal grants. So I've gone from Canton Zug to Canton Luzern. So yeah, I'm not sure what the next canton would be after this. Probably Bern, maybe, I'm not sure. I'll have to double check the map at some point, but yeah, so far so good. Well, I'm on the major ascent now, around about 350 meters, and yeah, it's gotten very, very misty, so yeah, shouldn't be, I don't think there'll be much of an Alpine panorama today. But yeah, one thing you might have noticed, this little padlock here, it's nothing significant. I use this bag occasionally when I go to the gym or to work, so I normally keep a padlock on my bags, you know, if I have my laptop or anything. I'm gonna do some editing, so yeah, into the mist we go. Well, most of the major ascent has been done. Only 100 meters to go, but at this point it's going to be flat, steep, like 30 meters flat, 30 meters done. So yeah, so far so good. Oh, I'm really starting to feel a little bit tired though. But the good news is after this it's mostly downhill. A couple of dipping in and out of valleys, but shouldn't be too major. And then once I get to Luzern, it's going to be flat along the lakeshore, and then flat all the way to the train station. So yeah, should be fun. Just gutted, there's not really much of a view, but oh well, I'm just happy to be out. I really am. You know, I know the bells are ringing to signify midday, but there is something eerie about knowing that they're out there and you can't see them. Like, yeah, because I had an older couple walking in front of me for around about 10 minutes, and well, I haven't seen them, so it's yeah, I'm gonna say hiking in the mist is an experience. I mean, good thing for GPS and so on, because yeah, right, what crossroad? Oh, there are the people, so I'm guessing that's the path. My gut instinct is telling me hang a left, which is what I'm going to do. So, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be looking at. So a lovely view of the Rigi, Rosberg, so on. Oberwaldenalpen, Urneralpen, yeah, so on. And this is what I'm greeted with. So yeah, the sun was trying to make an appearance a few minutes ago, but yeah, I don't think today is the day. The good news is that it's all more or less downhill from here. There's 2 major ascents remaining. Well, not major, the major one's been done, but a couple of small ones out of valleys, and then that's it. So yeah, that's why I've put my little insulated jacket back on, because I'm not going to be as warm going downhill as I am uphill. So yeah, I learnt the hard way. It's better to have a layering system than one heavy jacket that you just take on and off all the time. So I'm just on the outside of Uitligenswil. So yeah, 10.9 kilometers to go. So only 10 kilometers from Uitligenswil to Luzern. So the end is within sight. So yeah, really not too far now. Just need to get through this town, and then through Uitligenswil, and then drop down onto Lake onto Vierwaldstätter See, and then yeah, that'd be that. Alrighty, so less than 10 kilometers to go now, so I think it's 7.9 or 7.8, something like that. Just had to have a stop and have a quick bite to eat because yeah, morale was getting dangerously low, my energy was just gone. So yeah, ham and cheese sandwich gets the job done always. So behind me is another golf course. So yeah, can't believe the last time I walked near one of those was last September in Oslo. So just as I was leaving, I forgot the name of the lake, but it was near Floita, heading towards back towards Oslo, or the outskirts of Oslo anyway. So yeah, and yeah, I've de-rigged the camera, so I'm hand holding it because I'm approaching Luzern on the other side of these fields here. So just over there, following this path, is Luzern. But 5 kilometers to go. I'm really going to try and hustle this, because if I can catch the 4:30 train, I will be super chuffed, because I'll get home at 5:15, and so on and so forth. So yeah, happy days. Well, down there is the Vierwaldstätter See. Just behind these trees here is Luzern. So yeah, practically made it. Also, that way on Vierwaldstätter See, towards the, I'm not sure, I think it's the south, I believe, yeah, I think it's towards the, I think it's south, yeah, it's south, is the Bergenstock. That's where I did a pack raft tour back in 2023. Wow, that was quite a while ago. That was a fun day, but yeah. Well, there it is. Just off there in the distance is the Rigi, which is the mountain I should have seen for most of this hike, but yeah, glad I got to see a little bit of it at the end. Speaking of the end, I'm currently in front of the Luzern concert hall, the KKL, and yeah, 32 kilometers later, I'm done, stage 10, so yeah, happy days.